Sup everyone, this is Elijah with Financial Anatomy, the place where you learn how to take control of your financial destiny. On this channel, we talk about a variety of things personal finance. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about an app that involves money called the Cash App. So if you clicked on this video, you obviously see that Cash App has come out with something called Cash App Borrow. I've seen the name fluctuate over the past few days, so if I'm getting it wrong, forgive me. The basic concept is you can basically take out a mini loan from Cash App for a determined amount or set determined amount. Now, keep in mind, this is not available in every area. So if you don't see this, then there's nothing wrong. If you want to inquire as far as when it'll become available, you can always contact Cash App support because I don't think there's a clear criteria on how you qualify for it. If that changes, I'll update this video or put it in the pinned comment. But you can check and see if you have this ability by just scrolling to the bottom of your Cash App where it normally says add cash or cash out. Just scroll to the bottom of that section and they'll say Cash App borrow. So in this video, I'm actually going to be borrowing $100 just to demonstrate how to borrow and also how to pay it back and how the whole thing works. Now, quick disclaimer. Debt should be used responsibly, and this is for demonstration purposes only. I'm not saying to use this function to go into debt or do whatever. This is just a tutorial so that you know this function is here and available, but I trust that you're responsible to handle it. Like with Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So with that being said, let's move over to the phone so we can actually start the tutorial. So we're going to start off by opening the Cash App. Then we're going to click on our balance in the bottom left hand corner, and then you need to scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see where it says borrow. We want to click on the borrow because that's what's going to take us where we need to go. Then it says borrow up to $100, and these are the details of the loan itself. Pay amount is a 5% flat fee, and for those of y'all that are wondering exactly how this works, Cash App Borrow lets you borrow money at an industry low rate. Now, I think that's debatable, but yeah. And it's powered by Square Capital. All loans originated from First Electric Bank, and it is FDIC insured. Now, there are details about borrow right here. So if you have any further questions, you can always just click on this and you can get more details. I'm only going to cover like the critical things that most people want to know. So as we see where it says borrowing fees, this is basically Cash App letting you know that they have the right to charge additional interest if you don't pay back the funds on the schedule that you set up, which we'll talk about in a minute. I think y'all kind of already knew that, but next we'll go into the borrow limits. So borrow limits are affected by a variety of factors, but the two factors that really matter is your credit history and how much money you spend using Cash App. Those are the two main factors that affect how much that you can borrow. Now, this part can be important for you to know, but you may be wondering, does this affect your credit? And according to Cash App, it will result in a credit inquiry, so that's something to be aware of. But truth be told, unless you're planning on buying something like within the next 3 to 6 months, inquiries don't really matter all that much. I could probably make a separate video about that. But moving on. So with all that being covered, we're going to go ahead and click on get started. We're going to select $100 to borrow, and then it's going to just confirm that is this the way that you want to set this up. And it is going to let you know some details you may be wondering, such as the date that it needs to be paid back by and how fast you'll get the funds. You'll get the funds immediately upon finishing this process. And when you click on next, this is pretty interesting. So you got 3 ways of paying this loan back. The first way is it's called as you get cash. So when you get money in the Cash App, a small amount will be set aside for your loan until it's paid off. And that can be a way that you pay the loan off. I'm not really the biggest fan of that because the amount is 10%. So if you transfer $10 to your Cash App, it will take $1 of that and contribute it towards your loan. And it's gonna always be 10%. I'd rather just go ahead and pay something off, but that's just me personally. But that is an option. The second option is gonna be to split your payment into 4 mini payments. So you take however much you would owe at the end, and it's going to be divided by 4. So in this case, I would owe $105, and that would be split up into payments of $26.25. And the last option is to pay the full balance of however much you owe on the scheduled payday. This is known as the pay all at once. So I'm personally going to go with the all at once option. I click on next. Review your one-time repayment schedule. This is just letting you know that it needs to be paid in full by that date since you're selecting this option. And it's also letting you know that you'll get charged that 5% flat fee. Now it's letting you know what the annual percentage rate is. It's about 63%. Now, truth be told, that is not the greatest interest rate in the world. So I do recommend not using this like that much. But compared to other quote unquote payday loans, it's smaller, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily good. So just remember the disclaimer that I gave, and use debt responsibly. But for demonstration purposes, we're gonna go ahead and click on borrow instantly. And it says you borrowed $100. Money is now available in your cash balance to spend or send. So then we're gonna click on done. Okay, so we're gonna go to our transactions, and we can see that it'll be time to pay off the loan that we took out from Cash App tomorrow. So we're actually gonna pay it off early today. And for repayment, you could just click on the icon right there, and it has the option to pay early. Or you can scroll to the bottom here where it says, borrow. Then it's going to have the option to repay back early. We are going to choose to pay it back early. Click on repay early. Final payment is, tomorrow, but we're going to do it today. And if you wanted to pay an amount other than the full amount, you could enter that right there. We're going to go ahead and pay the full amount. And this is just confirmation. And it says you made a payment of $105. You completed all your payments. And the amount that I can borrow has returned to $100. So that in a nutshell covers how to use Cash App Borrow, or whatever they're going to end up calling it. I'm just going to say borrowing from the Cash App. That's the phrase I'm going to use. But if you have any questions or comments, or if you've used it before, you have any stories to tell, feel free to put that in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when I drop another video. And if you're looking to master the art of personal finance, see what different streams of income look like and which one would be best for you, as well as how to budget properly, you'll want to consider getting my book, The Anatomy of Financial Success, the key to building financial confidence and destroying your insecurities about money, available on ebook, paperback, and also audiobook form. If you're interested in that, you can click on the link in the description or in the pinned comment. This is Elijah with Financial Anatomy. I will catch you later. Found value in the video? Thumbs up, hugely appreciated. Now don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny.